come on in, come on in. I'm not going to be here with you long. I just got my hair done. It's raining outside, so, uh, well, this will work for the next couple of days, for the week or whatever, hair protective hairstyle. But anyway, y'all, how are you this evening? How are you? I'm going to let y'all come on in. I have a quick update on Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. No, I did not forget about him. I did not forget about the R&B king. I am praying and hoping that all will work out well for him. Just want to keep his supporters updated on the latest information that I have received. I'm just going to wait for y'all to come on in. Come on in. But while we're waiting, YouTube always hit me now. YouTube always hit me. That's why I don't like to play music on here. Okay. There is strength deep inside me that I never knew I had. I see one person came on in. How are you? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. See, I'm trying to get me something to eat. I'm a little. Sorry, I had to hold this. No one else. I see 3 people in here. How are you? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Mm. Hey, Frankie. I'm so glad you came in, Frankie. Mm. I just want you all to know that things are looking up and up for Mr. Kelly. And God is hearing our prayers. Sorry, I had to put this down. I'm eating. I'm waiting for some more people to come on in. I know my hair look like a wig, right? But it's not. Oh, something protective. You need a little sauce. Mm. Mm. So good to see you all here. Oh, I'm glad you caught me, Frankie. Mmm. As soon as I got on this live, people always want to call. People something else, man. Mm. Mm-hmm. The reason why I moved is because YouTube Whenever the music is playing, they slow down my video. And I put the other video on private because, you know, I was looking a hot mess. I was at the hair salon. And and being that I was at the hair salon and everything, I went out, came out real quickly to smoke a cigarette, whatever. And I had got this good news on Facebook that was posted, I believe, by Daddy Lolo, saying that Robert Sylvester Kelly Chicago case is moving forward towards the Supreme Court, and that they will be making a decision by on Monday. I might have misread it. I don't know if I misread anything, but Jennifer Bonjean has been working on it. I forgot the name of the document that they had to push through. And this decision will be that his trial will be overturned because it was some, shadiness, okay, that he was violated in his constitutional rights. And they know that. They know that. And, and I guess they also wanted to keep, to investigate things and they have to look at things all over again, you know, because of the way. Thank you. They have to look at things the way. They have to examine things really, really closely because those of you who've been following it since it happened, I know you are familiar with a lot of the things that have happened, a lot of things that has been going on surrounding his trial, and all the noise that people were making that. Oh no, I'm right. Very good, Frankie. Thank you. Yeah, so there was a lot of stuff going on around that time of events because, of course, a lot of his fans was kind of like making it hard for them to see the injustice because of the behavior that was going on around his trial. I gotta get something to sit down. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. Okay. Because of some of the things that was going on around at the time of those events, while his trial was going on, there was a lot of things going on that was hard to really come out and discuss because you had some people that were dealing with so much of their own diverse, trauma from their own experiences um, of their abuse from some relationships that was in pain. And throughout the years, all the rumors that people have been hearing, and especially around the dead girl that they try to put him on trial for. We all know Aaliyah. No disrespect to Aaliyah. There's no disrespect. But I think that was kind of mean. And it wasn't really about the victims. To be honest with you. I don't think any of it was really about the victims. Supposedly alleged victims. Let me say it like this. It wasn't about the so-called alleged victims. I can't be on here long because I noticed that my juice on my phone, I ain't got my charger here, and I don't feel like going to get it. But I just wanted to just come and give you a quick update because I said I would come back with you and get into a conversation about this. And I'll probably get back into conversation tomorrow, depending on how I feel, because tonight, of course, I'm tired because I was doing so much getting my hair done. And I also have a lot of trainings that I have to catch up in doing, going online doing, that is for me to do for work. I never really have time to do any of that because I can't put but so much in my day, doing what I have to do in the classroom, and then other things that I have to do, like other trainings I had this week. I told you I had a training, a CPR, and a first aid training because things have to be updated because of COVID and things that we have to learn to what to do in case we see certain things. And then on top of that, it's this new thing with people that's being addicted to certain kind of opiate drugs and how we have to handle that situation. So there's a lot of things you had to know, and it's not for the children on opiate. It's for, we have parents, you know what I'm saying? Or relatives or family members that might come in to pick up the child and they might be OD'd. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be on alert. Okay, we have to be trained to know what to do in case we ever come across a situation like that. So that's a lot of things. I don't just go to work just to work with kids, but I have to work with the community. I have to work with the community. I have to also work with families. My job, it requires a lot. So if you think I just go in and I just have fun with kids all day and being a babysitter, it's not like that. Just because they're young children, it's a whole lot of things involved that it would. I'll be training you if I'm sitting here telling you about all the things that I have to do on my job. Matter of fact, while I was at the hair salon today, getting this protective hairstyle, because I just wanted something different, and right now my hair is flopped down or whatever. I didn't put any curls or nothing in it because of the weather outside right now. Due to the weather, it's a muggy weather. Yesterday my hair was out in the afro. That's why I didn't want to come to the camera. My hair got real puffy because of the weather. It swelled up. And this wasn't looking too pretty. So I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to come to the camera. I'm just going to put a picture there. Okay? The picture what I look like for today. I'm just going to put a picture there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come on Monday. So I'm trying to put in as much as I can for the weekend because I know Monday I'll probably be tied up with a lot of things at work. And then on top of that, tomorrow is Sunday, church. I have to attend church tomorrow. I did tell Pastor he reached out to us today and asked, "Well, we're going to be attending service tomorrow." I said, "I don't know about hubby, but I'll be there." So it's like that because he's going to be tired. He's not getting up and getting out of his bed to attend service tomorrow, but I will be praying and interceding in prayer for him. You know what I'm saying? Me being there, he being there as well. What I can be fed with the word, and that I can come home and I can discuss. So back to what I was saying about Mr. Kelly. I'm so happy to hear that great news. It sounds good news for him so far. They seeing some things that shouldn't have been, according to what took place in his trial. It's cute now. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got tired of putting the curling iron to my own hair. So I just wanted to put something there to protect my hair. Yeah, so anyway, y'all. Oh my god, this hair is just annoying in my face. I'll get tired of it for a little while. And I cleaned up the brows a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but I had to clean them up because I got some thick brows. And they very, very. I will let you know, Frankie. I will let you know. Yeah, so like I was saying and everything, That's good news. We've been waiting for it for a long time. At least they still working on things for him. We haven't forgotten about him. We've been quiet about it because we wanted people to be quiet so people can process this stuff. This was a lot of stuff to process what took place during his trial. Those transcripts need to be read by a lot of people that had so much to say against him. They need to do their research and they need to go. But some people already got their minds and their hearts made up how they feel, and they ain't gonna change their way of feeling. You never know. God does the changing anyway, because there's a whole lot of things I felt a certain way about, you know, like I said about Donald Trump, and I'm gonna have to speak on him because right now with this election going on, I wasn't in favor of Donald Trump at one time, but through my research helped me have a change of heart about some things because of the fact that especially lining things up with me as being a Christian. And when I say Christian, I'm following Christ, right? So when you follow Christ and you say you're a Christian, there's some things you have to take in consideration. And then not only in consideration, there's some things you have to be examined about in your own self before you can say things about and God. And that's what Christ teaches us. He says before you pass judgment on anybody, take a look at yourself first. You should be measured by the same judgment. So sometimes, being a Christian is a whole lot of stuff you got to learn. You don't know about who you are as a Christian and what your life as choosing to follow Christ means. You can't be a person that you feel justice is right when it's not right. You have to really examine things. You have to really look at things on both sides of things. You just can't be one-sided on anything. Like me, I didn't never feel it was right. Put it this way. I'm not in favor. I'm not condoning behavior such as older men being with women, young women half their age. I'm not in favor. I'm not in favor of that. Never have been. And a lot of people weren't being heard why they felt Robert Sylvester Kelly was innocent. They were just only going on the fact, oh, he's an older man, he should know better, da 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 da. But they wasn't going on things like really looking at things really and examining things close enough to understand what could have led to that. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to remember the music industry, it demonizes people. And so does entertainment in Hollywood. It demonizes you. If you didn't go in that way, you sure enough gonna come out with those demons in that place. It goes with the work that they are involved in, and it goes with the people they surrounded around. I was just listening to some music by Erica Badu. And today, my hairstylist, or in the hair salon, they like to play music, and of course, I go to something that is more cultural, of black culture. Okay, so you're gonna hear certain artists there, and she played a lot of the old school back in the '90s and up into the new millennium or whatever artists like Erica Badu, and we've listened to some Beyonce music as well. And I was like, Erica Badu is such a great artist. And she doesn't get as much recognition as she does deserve because she has her own creativity. She doesn't win the big things. And then, the reason why is because Erica Badu, she does her, she's the kind of person that's like, look, there's just some things I'm just not gonna blank with. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear Blink music, do my thing, raise my family. She has her own unique style to her work of what she does. And she don't care about all of that stuff long as she making music. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's listening to it and somebody's buying it. And it doesn't matter to her because I got a family to raise. I got daughters to raise. I got sons to take care of. I got a family. Behind all of this, I got another life behind my music. So it doesn't matter whether they want to put me all the way to the top of the charts. She's not looking for all of that to be the queen of this and the queen of that. She knows she good at what she do. But then there's some people out there, they taking the credit for stuff because they want to be there. And they like that kind of, they like to be boosted up to that, and they will go to to do the certain type of things to get there. Even if they know they're not as good as that person, but they still gonna stoop to the lowest so that they can get that type of recognition, that kind of favor from the people. But Erica Badu, she has her boundaries. And the thing about what people are missing in today, like what the people are like today, is like people today are more in like fake. They like fake stuff. They like the fakeness. Nobody can't be real, but the ones who gonna be real is the people they demonize. They demonize those people because they don't want those people to get the recognition, because they not the kind of people that's going to do what they want them to do. So they're going to find a way to destroy their reputation, destroy them in some type of way, because that music industry is so demonic. So is Hollywood. Even if you, like I said, even if you came in just wanting to just act, be an actress or whatever, a movie star, and you just enjoy acting and you enjoy the work of the arts and all that other stuff, you got to come out with something. Ain't nobody coming out clean. Immediately release Mr. Kelly. Everyone touch and agree. Prayers and the love of God. Amen. Yes. And I feel the same way, that everybody should touch and agree, because nobody's perfect in this world, and ain't nobody come and leave out of this world perfect, because somebody has we all got our flaws. We all have our flaws. And I'm not going to ever stop loving Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Like I said, I never condone for older men to be with younger women. But my thing is that the parents was okay with it. And if that's the culture they were raised up in, and that's what they were taught, and that's what they gonna do, and their parents couldn't stop them, they became of age where they was at consent where they can make their own decisions. And of course, he's a man, and if he can, and if it's okay with the law that they legal, then it should be okay. And I'm not into people's bedroom. See, that's what happened to us in the American culture. We too into our icons. You want to say icons? We too into their bedroom. We got to get out of their bedroom. We got to get out of people's bedroom. Just like I didn't want to talk about the Diddy thing because I'm not in favor of Diddy being incarcerated. I'm sorry. I'm just not in favor of it. Because it's to all the wrong things he's done. If we go in everybody's bedroom, everybody has done wrong, because you're sleeping with somebody that may not be your husband, may belong to somebody else's marriage that you're destroying, or you doing something that you shouldn't be doing with somebody that don't belong to you. Or you may be doing all kind of other crazy, sick, weird things. You know what I'm saying? So who are we to judge? Because you sitting up here making this past judgment on Puff Diddy, P. Diddy, because I'm not in favor of this man being incarcerated right now. After all these years that those rumors been out there, 30, 40 years ago, the man was around here sleeping around with boys. And I'm not going to believe it. I'm sorry. The man is, and we all did something stupid when we were young anyway. So I look at it like he was a young man then. So what the heck? But he's older now. But these women signed up for it. They heard about the rumors. I'm sure they all were familiar with some of the things that go on in the Diddy parties. And they wasn't complaining about it back in the days. They was having fun with it. Now the only person, if they were doing in these, they was participating in these kind of activities, And they supposed to be somebody that's supposed to be a leader in religious practices and of moral conduct. It's TD Jakes. I'm sorry. When you take a calling as a minister in any kind of religious practice, you are over the people's spirit. You are over their souls. You're over what you do, and you're going to make it sound like you can't make no excuse, because with God, when you choose to walk as a Christian in leadership, you have to walk with no, especially when you put that title on your name as a bishop. That is a very, very, you know, I would say, how could I put the word? A very serious responsibility over human souls and over human lives of certain kind of conduct, especially when it comes sexual and perverted. You have to be very careful about how you walk in your walk with God. See, I'm at 16%, y'all, so I'm gonna have to get out of here. But we're gonna go back to this conversation. But I just wanted to come real quickly with y'all this evening and touch on the things that I've heard, the good news on Robert Sylvester Kelly. I wish I could go more deeper, but my batteries are growing low, and I have to get this phone charged up. Okay, and I have to also get ready for prepare myself for tomorrow for church. Um, I really wish I could have went more and deeper in this conversation, but just a little sprinkle of something that you all can sit back and think about, and just know that it is well with Robert Sylvester Kelly and R. Kelly, the R&B king, and I'm glad to hear that good news, and I'm praying and hoping that on September the 30th, when he will be doing his whatever that document that they're going to be looking at, and they're going to be examining whatever, that they will just drop all the dismiss everything and just throw everything away and just let this man just out, be able to come home and enjoy his freedom and his life with his children, and also with his faithful and faithful fans, you know. But I just wanted to just sprinkle a little bit there because my battery is low, and I wish I could go on and on and on about misconduct in the church and misconduct in the leadership of some of these so-called um, bishops and pastors that's taking people's souls to hell, just like that one that threw that party on New Year's Eve up in the church, all that partying and jumping and dancing, bringing all that world. You know, when people trying to get away from certain things they've been messing their life up with, you bringing it to them in the church, and you shouldn't be doing that. It's just some things you just can't be walking and doing with people. And when you in that life and that calling, it's just certain things I can't do in my leadership as an early educator. There's just certain things that I can't be out in public doing, or it can cost me my job if it gets reported. So you have to be very careful how you walk this life. There's always a hater, somebody out there watching you, ready to just do something to take you down. So you have to, especially when you're in leadership like he has been, Mr. We have a responsibility. Um, TD Jakes, you could have, had him, invited him to the church and shout him out for his birthday or whatever. But one thing you can't do is you can't be in those kind of places and being entertained around certain things is going on in that place. You just can't go to those kind of. There's just certain places you just can't go. You say, well, it'll be all right if y'all just come on to church and we just celebrate you in the Lord or whatever. But there's just certain things you just can't do as a spiritual leader and as a person who's supposed to be walking right as a Christian in Christian religion and faith and in your walk. Because people are watching you. You got to be the light. You got to be standing against the wall. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the strength to get the people to the church, and to pray over souls out there that are just lost and on fire and going to hell. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go. If God's willing, I may or may not be back with you tomorrow evening. Just hopefully, maybe back tonight. I don't know, depending on how I feel. If I get everything done in time enough before everybody go, it's Saturday night before everybody go into their resting place. But we'll get back in this conversation. There's a lot to talk about. Yep, there's a lot to talk about. So, y'all please hit the like button on your way in or on your way out. I appreciate it very, very much. God bless you. Love you. Peace.